There's only one original, one Dopey. The rest of us are pretenders.
It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig with a shovel or a pick. In a mine, in a mine, in a mine, in a mine.
Hey there. The sun's already up and I'm running late for the start of week 8. And I'm rhyming. It's all good. I'm going to stay away from the serious running topics for the week, and we're going to talk about Dopey and his kin. Obviously, it's the Dopey Challenge. You know, I think the saying goes something along the lines of you've got to be dopey to tackle 48.6 magical miles running through all 4 of the Walt Disney World theme parks in just 4 days. I've gotten some great responses to the question, which dwarf best represents you? And I'm going to share some of my many dwarf moods. It's one reason why I'm here in the bedroom. Stick around for a special recreation. I recently rediscovered Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs after signing up for the Dopey Challenge and running the Princess Half Marathon. I hadn't seen it since I was a child. I got the digital download off of Amazon, and this movie is incredible. It was first released in 1937, and despite the fact that it has those black bars on the side, it's not in widescreen, the music is great, and it has really withstood the test of time. Now, I'm out of time. I've got to run 2 45-minute maintenance runs, which for me is about 9 miles, and I'm going to have to do 9 miles at the end of the week. I may add a couple of miles to that. Hi-ho! It's time to dig deep. It's time for run number 22. Probably thinking, this guy's crazy. He's running and he's talking about dwarfs. Or is it dwarfs? I think it's both. Either way, there is a method to my madness. The reason to make these fun and topical is so I don't keep doing what I did during the goofy training videos, which is talk about the time and the weather and the humidity. By the way, it's 78 degrees. It's really juicy and humid. About 8 o'clock. Seriously, it's so humid my sunglasses keep steaming up. I'm actually trying to make these fun and easy because I know the videos are going to get a lot harder as we add more miles and more days to the training plan. And in fact, my September travel schedule is so heavy, and I've added in a couple of fall races. I think it's going to be increasingly difficult to keep up with the video schedule, that self-imposed deadline of uploading on a Saturday, and I hate for these things to slip into another training week. Sun there. This morning I'm feeling a bit sneezy because of my allergies and sleepy. Let's go meet the dwarfs. Or dwarves.
Kudos.
I'm getting ready to head out on my midweek maintenance run, but you guys gave me some great answers for which dwarves you think you are. I know some of you just won't pick a dwarf because you say you're already vertically challenged, but take it from me, the dwarves are all under 5 feet, so I think you're good. Wendy says she's a house elf. I think somebody mentioned Pippin. My favorite answer, the everyday dad, he says he's Gimli from the Two Towers.
Come, Gimli! We're gaining on them!
I wish that on cross-country, we dwarves are natural sprinters! Very dangerous over short distances.
Some of you say you're too short. Andre from Worth It or Not, he says he's just too tall at 6'6". He doesn't want to be a dwarf either. Now, Heather, on the other hand, she gave another creative answer. She says she identifies with this guy, Beaufort, another of the Tolkien dwarves from The Hobbit.
By my beard, is that the time?
She says this guy has a generally good outlook with a propensity for dancing, singing, and enjoying life. Speaking of good times, I've got to head out on my run. I'm not going to take the camera with me because I'm still working on my pacing.
Was it a dragon? Has it got horns? Was it breathing fire? Was it drooling? What was it doing? He says it's a monster asleep in our beds. It's that while it's sleeping. Yeah, while it's sleeping. Hurry, man. It's now or never. Off with his head. Break his bones. Chop it to pieces. God damn.
Oh! Look! It's a bunch of little dudes. Now don't tell me who you are. Let me guess. I know. You're Doc.
Why, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And you're bashful.
Oh, gosh.
You're sleepy.
Hard to guess.
And you? You're sneezy. And you must be?
Hey, ma'am, that's me, and this is Dopey. He don't talk none.
You mean he can't talk?
He don't know. He never tried.
Okay, did you just call me ma'am? And you're grumpy.
Yeah. We know who we are.
Ask her who she is and what she's doing here.
I think they're mistaking me for Snow White. What do you think, Spank? See all that water? We got like 3.5 inches of rain in 2 hours last night. It's also really humid. You know, I can actually rank the dwarfs based on what you said. And I'm gonna leave Dopey out because we're all trying to be Dopey. He's at the top. Number 2 would be Happy and Sleepy tied, followed by Bashful. And then a tie for 4th place would be Grumpy and Doc. Sneezy got no votes. We've got to show him some love. Some of you have asked how we take the dwarves out of the movie and put them in my video. We use the program Adobe After Effects, and there's a tool in there called the Roto tool. You can actually trace around the dwarf, and then it's supposed to be intuitive and give you the whole image. It doesn't always work. We actually have to go frame by frame, hundreds, if not thousands of frames. But I say the hard work really goes to those animators 80 years ago who did such an incredible job. Good morning. 1 hour, 35 minutes, about 8.15 miles. It's closing in on 83, 84 degrees. It's a scorcher, and I'm struggling, slowing down. That's why I do a lot of the talking before I leave now.
Workout complete. You rock.
I've hit my hydration limit for a 12-mile run. I took only 3 small bottles with me. I think next time I'm going to have to take the hydration vest. That was a killer run, a little exhausting. I'm a bit sleepy, not only from that, but also working on the dwarves and my last ride on the Great Movie Ride video. I can't believe I put in nearly 21 miles this week. At least I'm getting it done. Tell me what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Do you like the Dopey Gerald? Do you want something a little bit more serious? And I want to know how you're doing on your training plan, because next time it's the 60-day or 2-month update.